Howdy folks, we are back with another Draft League battle. This time I am facing Mini and his Driftveil Durants. He's got, I think, a Gen 5 theme team, which is pretty cool. I think we match up pretty well against him, but Mini is a very good battler, so I'm not going to count any chickens here. We're 1-2, trying to get back to 500. And we'll see if this team can do it. He brought the Hisuian Zorua, which is certainly interesting. He leads with Superior. Well, not a bad lead for us. I also like his Elden Ring nicknames. That's pretty rad. We could triple axle here. But let's just play it safe and go for U-turn in case this is the Zorua. We do outspeed, so he's not scarfed. That does a hefty chunk, but doesn't take it out. Go to Skeledirge here. Goes for a sub, and that's not going to work because we knocked him low enough. That is ideal. This Superior set could get really annoying really quickly, so that was perfect for us. I have a feeling he's probably going to go into Embor here. I'd be very surprised if he stayed in. But do I want to make an aggressive switch? I kind of do. But what do I want to go to? See, the thing is, he could, like, glare, which would be super annoying. Let's just go for the safe Torch Song. He does switch. And he does go to Embor. Okay, so should have stuck with my gut there. Got tilted by the timer going down to 10 seconds, but that actually does like a pretty respectable amount of damage, I'm not gonna lie. And here we could maybe go to Great Tusk, because I can take like pretty much any physical move he wants to go for. Let's do it. I was running some calcs before the battle, and Embor does get Grass Knot, which would do a lot to Great Tusk, so he might run that, which would be really spicy, so we'll see. Okay, goes Head Smash. Alrighty. Well, we're sitting pretty here. The thing is, do I want to go for Rapid Spin to get this speed boost to potentially outspeed his team? I'd be pretty surprised if he went to like Hisuian Zorua here. That's kind of potential play he could do. Let's try for it. Let's just try to set up. He does switch. So if he goes to Zorua, send out Divine Beast. Okay, that's going to be Braviary. Rapid Spin does a pretty good chunk, but I want to see Let's see how fast Braviary is with a Choice Scarf. Feel like we should be faster? Question mark? Let's go for it. I don't know for sure. We are faster. Okay. And close combat's going to take that out. All right. Solid. Great Tusk is a beast. It might pop off in this battle. So Great Tusk KOs Braviary with CC. Now he goes into Mesmer, which is a phenomenal nickname for this thing. I wouldn't be surprised if he's scarfed on this. Thing is, do I want to switch out when we're set up? He could have potentially a priority move, but we'll see. It's going to Terra, maybe Terra Fairy to live the fighting move, I would guess. Yeah, Terra Fairy. Okay, good play. Probably should have went for a middle ground headlong rush there, but Shinchino's not the bulkiest. It does do a big chunk, but now our defenses are real low. And he's going to go for Play Rough, and that's probably going to knock us out. It does. Okay. Touche. Shinchino KOs Tusk with Play Rough. So this is tricky because if he... I guess he couldn't be Scarfed if he didn't outspeed us, I would guess. I think that Scarf Chinchino would probably outspeed us, but... Let's go to Meowscarada. Let's just fire off a Flower Trick here. So he did have an out for Great Tusk. Again, we could have gone for the ground move there just as like a middle ground play. Probably would have been the better call overall. Let's see how much Flower Trick does to Embor. Might two-shot from here. Looks close. I'm just gonna go for another one. Yep, that's gonna two-shot it. So Meows KOs Embor with Flower Trick. Alright, that's another big threat gone. Love to see that. So he's got Serperior, Samurott, Chinchino, and Zorua left. Malekith is maybe the Samurott. I don't have a ton of reason to stay in on multiple levels because he could be baiting me and could be going for like a Sucker Punch here maybe. We'll go to Florges. Hyper Beam, so that is indeed the Zorua. That's pretty hilarious and awesome. I think it has to stay in here. Let's just fire off a Moonblast. Yeah, I have to recharge. Could have got a Wish up there, but I don't know that it's too necessary, because as we could have guessed, this thing is going to have Focus Sash. Maybe throw up a Wish here. Does pretty impressive damage for the little guy. Almost 50% to a Florges. I mean, I'm not invested in special defense, but that's still a hefty chunk. Aha! Trick! You will take my Rocky Helmet, which is unfortunate, but not the worst thing. And I can safely throw off another Moonblast here. So Shadow Ball now. Probably is not going to do as much. It does not, but he does get the special defense drop, which is annoying. We get the unbelievably meaningless crit with the 1 HP. So Florges KOs Zorua with Moonblast. Here comes Serp. I think even if he sets up a sub, we're golden, because I think Torch Song is a sound move, so it'll ignore that. I don't even know if he has enough HP to make a sub, but we'll see. There's Leaf Storm. It's not going to do all that much, and we're unaware, so we don't care about the boosts. I think here we can predict a switch and go for a Will-O-Wisp. He does switch. And goes into Real Deal Samurott here. Please don't miss. We do not. So that's big right there. Burn him. Don't want to stay in with Skeledirge though, so I will go back to Florges. So Aqua Cutter doesn't do all that much because he's burned, which is beautiful. I do not want to copycat that, so I'm just going to fire off a Moonblast. Just for another Aqua Cutter. He might be choice locked in some way. Moonblast does not do enough to take it out. Don't have leftovers, so there's not really a point in protecting here. Doesn't get a crit on the Aqua Cutter. And we take out Samurott. Got Florges going on a little rampage. Florges KOs Sam with Moonblast. Goes back into the Sneck. I will just Moonblast again. Goes for Leaf Storm and misses. That is unfortunate. So Florges is now going to get a third KO. Yeah, that is truly an unfortunate miss because we are tracking KOs and KD differential. Do I preserve here? I don't know that it's really worth it, but let's try for it because we've got a ghost. Also, Diana did a good job. She doesn't deserve to get knocked out in this battle. She's got 3 KOs. Goes for a play rough. Doesn't do all that much. And then we can just go for a torch song here. It may not even take it out from here. Goes bullet seed. We'll see how much this does. Still don't know what item he's rocking, but we've banned King's Rock, so I don't think he can do any like flinch shenanigans with the 5 hits. Oh, probably loaded dice, hitting 5 times. And that'll do it. So Skeledirge wraps it up with a Torch Song KO. GG to Mini. I think our team just matched up too well for him. We had a lot of answers for a lot of his threats, but seeing Zorua pop off a little bit was fun. GG, good sir.